Hi guys, I hope you all are having a great day. We recently launched Cognis AI, and that's why we decided to make a series on experiments with Cognis as a means to show you what Cognis is capable of. So, in today's episode, which is the first episode ever, I hope you guys enjoy it, is which LLM writes better, GPT-5 versus Gemini 2.5 Pro. So, we're going to give a very specific task to both of these LLMs and then gauge how they write. And I'm going to use Grammarly and Quillbot for this because I think they're widely used and accepted. So we're gonna hop straight to it. We're gonna go to our platform, and this is Cognis. So I'm gonna go down here, and you can see you've got the LLM selection menu. So from here, I'm gonna go to GPT-5. Now, what I actually want to do is since we currently provide LLMs as just the LLM without the search function, we're going to introduce a search function in, say, about a couple of weeks, which is going to make things better. But I want to test out on how much the LLMs themselves have been updated or how much their intelligence goes. So I'm going to give it a core topic, and then I'm going to ask it to write a blog on that topic. So today, let's head straight out, and I'm going to ask it, give me what, okay, tell me what customers look for when purchasing protein bars. So we're quickly going to save this on our clipboard. So over here you can see GPT has started giving me what customers look for in a protein bar, what they consider to be a good protein bar. So ideally it should have the all of these elements. Now I'm going to ask, all right, write me an article, write me a marketing article on chocolate protein bars by Mycos, which is just a hypothetical brand I just thought of. The blog should be 500 words. Got it. So here we go. I'm going to send this ahead. The reason, so as you can see that over here, I've given a single line prompt. Now, if anybody's used LLMs or if you guys use LLMs regularly, you know single word prompts or single line prompts are kind of the worst things that you can give to an LLM because they absolutely go haywire, they start hallucinating. That's an issue we've tried to solve with Cognis, so that's why we direct people to our specialized writing canvas. So when I click proceed here, it takes me to this canvas where you can see we've divided the content creation process into three steps: ideation, outline, and content. So the idea is already made. So let me read this up. Why it's better, a concise benefit, led marketing article. So it's given me the idea. Now I can just go here and click generate outline. The reason for all of these action buttons that I'm putting in here is that we've put in here is because we found the article writing process very tiresome and to the fact that we thought that it was not intuitive at all. Because when you prompt an LLM, it gives you an output, and then you have to go through the entire output. And then again, if there's anything wrong, you got to ask it to write again. And there's no guarantee that it's going to give you the same response, or maybe another section which was good is going to get changed. So here's the outline. So you can read the outline, it's given the outline, and the fun part is you can edit the outline. So for example, adjust tone and style. We've given a ton of options here in style and tone, and you can put in your custom prompt and you can rewrite it immediately. I'm not going to do any of that. I'm just going to go to generate the content for me right now because I really just want to know what GPT is capable of. And whatever I'm doing for the first process, I'm going to follow in the next one as well. The primary reason being we want no changes and no differences in both the models. That's the only way we know which one writes better. So here we go. It's rewriting the sections. Another fun fact, you guys can change models anytime you'd like. Suppose I can change the model here. I'm not going to do that right now. So here you can see it's given me an article and it's taken me, I think, less than 2 minutes to generate 500 words. Oh, it's even put in a placeholder for a link. So I am gonna make one edit, which is I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna adjust the tone to positive, to humorous, and I'm gonna adjust this to technical because I think that's a pretty interesting combination for a protein bar. And then I want to know what it's gonna give me. And I'm gonna use this setting for Gemini 2.5 Pro as well. So let's go. Oh, by the way, while it's generating the content, you can go back to the outline, the idea. You can see all of that. After this thing goes away, you can again go back to the idea outline. You can see all of that. You can change anything if you want to. So all of that's included. So I've given it the option to edit the entire thing. So it's going to take some time. But on the conversely, I believe that taking more time is better, probably, given that it gives me a good response. So you see, problem statement. You want chocolate. Your mitochondria wants macros. Entire MyCost chocolate protein bars. That's a nice start. The system integrates solutions for taste buds and training plans. This 500 is okay. I didn't want an executive summary over there. So this is what I'm talking about. I didn't want an executive summary over here, right? So what I'm going to do over here is I'm going to go here just to this section and I'm going to say write this as an introductory paragraph instead. So what this is going to do is it's only going to write that specific section again. It's not going to mess with the rest of your article. So for all of us who use LLMs, we know that this is something we've wanted for a very long time. At least I wanted it for a very long time. The reason being, I don't want the rest of the content to change. It should remain the same. So here you go. It's written me an introduction, which is pretty cool. Great. So I think we're done with GPT and it only took us 5 minutes. Now I'm going to go ahead and paste this in Grammarly. And we've already got the goal set here. Inform, convince, describe. So general. These are the same goals I'm going to use for Gemini, by the way. So Grammarly is giving it an 86. And you can see it here. Now I'm going to quickly switch over to Quillbot. Erase all of this and I'm going to paste it in here. And now we got to see how Quillbot rates it. So Quillbot has given it a good rating immediately. Okay, it's got an 87. Okay, an 86. Quillbot was updating itself. So the grammar, it's got 98 as expected. Fluency is 48. Clarity is where GPT really took a hit at 75. Engagement is 94. Great stuff. So now that we're done with GPT, we're going to store the results here. We're going to go back and we're going to close the canvas here. Now I'm going to start a new chat. Let me just quickly generate this, and that's done. So I'm going to do humorous and technical. Okay, I'm going to copy this prompt as well. Okay, now we're ready. Let's go to Gemini 2.5 Pro. Again, I go to this drop down. I select Gemini 2.5 Pro. Hello, Gemini. How are you doing? Okay, so let's go. Now, an important thing to mention here is that GPT has its cutoff in October 2024, whereas Gemini has its cutoff in July 2025. So I'm expecting Gemini to give me more recent information, more updated information. Okay, Gemini's already generated the information, although I don't believe it's okay, it's a balance of technical and not. I think that works. So now we're gonna go and give it the same prompt. Write me a blog on the chocolate protein bars by my cost. The blog should be 500 words at most. Let's go. Oh, we forgot to check. So while this is generating, I'm just gonna go and check the word count. Okay, 482 words. GPT did pretty well sticking to the word count. Right. So Gemini over here is going to take me. Yep, I can help you with that. Let's go to the content canvas. It's gonna open it up. Oh, that's pretty small. Okay, if that works. Let's generate the outline. So as I was saying, you guys can literally play around with Cognis as much as you want. because we've launched right now. It's free. We're taking on the early community. We're very keen on hearing what kind of feedback you guys have for us. Okay, so you can see, even though the idea was a single line, Gemini's generated a pretty decent outline for this. And search for perfect girlfriend channel. I think it's adhered to the prompt overall better because I did say write me a blog. Now what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna go to actions. I'm gonna adjust the tone and style. Let me just quickly check what tone and style I had used. Tone humorous and style was technical. Great. So I'm gonna go back to humorous. I'm gonna go to technical over here, and I'm gonna click rewrite. As I said, guys, we have to follow the same steps that we took with GPT. Otherwise, this test has no meaning whatsoever. The reason I'm putting in such contradictory style and tones is ideally because I really want to know how the LLM is handling it, and I really want to know how our agents are handling it on the back end. So, oh, this is a cool animation. Shout out to my boy Kunal for putting it in. So, the snack paradox, optimizing for hedonic response, macronutrient efficacy. Whoa, the section will do. Whoa, okay. Snack size consumables, novel paradigm. Damn. Here we're going to quality analysis of Mikos's bars, organoleptic properties. Okay, great. Now I'm going to go here. I'm going to rewrite this first part and write this as an introductory paragraph instead. Let's go. Even though I believe it was written more or less as an introductory paragraph, I don't think it was very different. Okay, so we're at the outline we generated. Okay, I should have given that prompt in the content based on what it would do. That's all right. I don't think it's going to make much of a difference. Just waiting and it's done. I'm going to skip the animation. Okay, it's done. I'll generate content. We're going to step 3. It's going to generate my content, and then we can finally understand whether Gemini did a better job or a worse one. A biophysical analysis of a guilt-free glycogen replenishment system. This is really interesting. Even though I don't see the humor, I do see the technical part of it. The technicality is pretty solid. It's better than ChatGPT, to be honest. Okay, now we have the content. So I'm just gonna read the first part of the content. It is a truth universally acknowledged that a snack in possession of great flavor must be in want of nutritional value. Okay, the inverse correlation between gustatory pleasure and macronutrient efficacy presents a daily optimization problem for the modern human. Okay, that's really interesting. Sensory input analysis. Whoa. This is actually a pretty good this is actually a pretty good piece of content if I were pitching to health freaks, I think, who, read up on science and how the body works. I think I think Dipinder would be a fan of this, most probably. But we're gonna check out if Grammarly is. Okay, so I've put in Grammarly. Okay, Grammarly right off the bat has given it a score of 93, even though I don't think. Okay, the goals are set. So on Grammarly, we got a 93. And here's the rest of the report. Read time is pretty low. Let's compare it to GPT. What was the read time for GPT? 1 minute 55. Okay, where's 482, 451? Word length for both. Gemini sentence length is a bit more. The readability is really terrible on Gemini. GPT is okay, I mean, I guess it's passable. I'm just gonna move myself here. Okay, so rare was 43% over here, 38% over here, 59% over here, 66 over here. Great. Now we're gonna go for Quillbot. Hello, Quillbot. And I've pasted that into Quillbot. Also, the formatting issue when I'm copying from Cognis seems to only appear for Grammarly, so I believe that's some kind of problem the Grammarly has, and it's not us. Okay, so we've gotten 88 over here, and if I remember correctly, over here we'd gotten, one sec, what's up over here? Yeah, there you go. I'm just gonna, yeah, great. Okay, yeah, okay, I've set it up. So over here it's 86. Grammar is 99. That's pretty impressive. And fluency is 77. Okay, not great. But Gemini has way more clarity. Gemini has 86 overall and engagement 95 by 100. That's pretty cool. This is 94 by 100. They've now rated on delivery, so that's fine. So, yeah, I think I personally like GPT's article better, but I think if you're a health freak and you're looking for a protein bar, or if you're a marketing person who's advertising to health freaks looking for protein bars, I think Gemini might do a better job. But okay, so that's about it. Let me know in the comments down below which one you guys think did a better job at writing the content. And I'll see you in the next episode of Experiments with Cognis. Next we've got something really unique outlined, and I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Thank you. Comment if you liked it and if you want to see more. Bye. Take care.